home to the Utah Utes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. On the run, it's Luna. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Wants to throw. It's Gibbs. Oh, he wants it all. Wide open. He makes the catch. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run the option. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Shakes off the defender, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Quarterback checking off. They'll run the toss. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option look there, trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing 4th and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Motion from the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set. Ready,
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And right down the middle. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the catch. It's sacked. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The back goes in motion. Sticks it in his belly. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws into the middle of the field. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The option look. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Utes have taken it inside the 20. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And they get the sack just like that.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
He's looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. To the air, it's Gibbs. Looking for his man. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Oh, batted into the air and picked off. Looking for more room. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Utah! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them, they develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man's journey is stop, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Going for the big play. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll pitch it. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
We're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. The sure hands. It's Luna. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Looking for a block. It's Westbrook. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Gibbs. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. they had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
For the offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Get set, get set.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want. Got him at 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. When you think about it, you got the lead, you got the football, you got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Still running up the 40. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Utes! And the beatdown has ensued.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Yeah, And a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get his second pick. Dude, he's going to the sidelines, bragging to the DBs. I got way more picks than you, dude.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On the option. He'll toss it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Utah 28, LSU 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Double right.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there. Good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
Got it.
And the Utes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Green 25.
They'll run the option. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
The Utes are on the move. The hand to the running back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the double.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 50, the 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, LSU!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the first down completion, it's second and short.
Here we go.
He'll ride his man on the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Brings up second down.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Belly starter. Easy.
On the option. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Running back goes in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And you want to still be aggressive. A lot of times aggressiveness is what gets you a lead, but at the same time, man, we got to take care of the football. We can't make dumb mistakes time and time again. You still are winning. I don't know if you know that. Look up on the scoreboard. You're still in the lead.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just...
Time to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Finds his man. It's sacked. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down.
He's going up top. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.